And welcome back to Fox 8 News in the morning on this Thursday morning. Believe it or not, we are in the middle of International Pollinator Week. What is it and how is it important? With me now is the one and only Noelle Aiken. She is from the Pollinator Garden Centers to tell us all about. First of all, I didn't know this week existed. Oh. So it must be a big deal, right?
It is a big deal, right? This week is known around the world for Pollinator Week, just to raise awareness for all of the things that pollinators do for us. Of course, in Northeast Ohio, we have our bees, our hummingbirds, our butterflies, but we want you to attract them to the garden.
What makes a plant a pollinator?
Yeah, the plants that attract pollinators the most, I would say, are going to be some native plants. So things that commonly grow for us. Things like blueberries. High bush blueberries are native to Ohio. They do really, really well for us, grow in the full sun. But blueberries, whenever you're eating berries, you got to think pollinators.
Why
because
they attract.
Absolutely.
Now, do they attract specific types of pollinators?
Well, yeah, so your berries, your fruit trees like apples and pears, your nut trees, all of those types of things we talk about, that pollinators are actually, they're essential for nuts, apples, pears, berries, all those types of plants. Can you imagine summer without a watermelon?
No, I cannot.
You need a bee for that,
I see
right?
Who knew. I never knew that. I never knew that.
So even our garden outside, you know, we need the bees to come through, the squash plants, your cucumbers, all those types of plants, they all attract the pollinators, and we need them for food production.
Too late to plant them right now? Or is
no,
it?
Oh my gosh, no, keep planting. Keep planting for sure. And then we talk about a diversity of flowers.
Right.
So you have your shrubs, like dogwood shrubs that are native. You have butterfly bush. They love butterfly bush.
Does this attract a certain type of pollinator, or just all of them attract any
different types, And so diversity, and then maybe you interplant with some annual plants. So some bright colored flowers. Tubular flowers are really good for the hummingbirds.
Hummingbirds, yeah.
Long-tongue bees, exactly too. Lantanas as well. So there are, whenever you have diversity of plants, or you have, let's say, tubular flowers that attract the hummingbirds, or maybe you have daisies, for example. So we have a lot of like cone flowers, black-eyed Susans. Those are really good for butterflies, so they can land and, of course, grab that pollen, grab that nectar.
And hit it up.
Yeah.
No, I never understood that. But like you said, we actually need this in our gardens, especially if we're growing things like fruits and vegetables, stuff like that. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely incredible. Now, talk about the pollen. You mentioned hummingbirds and bees. What other type of insects or birds are we talking about?
Here in Northeast Ohio, it's a lot of butterflies and moths as well. And we want the honeybees, we want the native bees. There's lots of native bees, like a bumblebee is a native bee. But we want them foraging through the garden. And it's all about supporting them, making sure that they have a healthy environment, of course. And in order to attract them, you need a lot of different plants, that diversity of plants, and those native plants too.
How long have we been celebrating International Pollinator Week? It's incredible.
You know,
it must be very important to have a week named
I
after.
would say 2018 maybe is when it started. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's right around when it first started taking off and building that awareness.
Anything going on special at the Pollinator Garden Centers to celebrate this wonderful, wonderful week?
Of course. You'll find all your red, white, and blue plants coming up here, right?
Yes, very, very nice. So, I mean, like you said, it's not too late to plant them, right?
Never too late to plant.
Never too late.
No,
and we're helping the environment and helping our gardens grow as well.
Yes, absolutely, for sure, for sure. You want your tomatoes to really produce for you, get your pollinator attractive plants out there as well, and that'll help get you a better tomato crop too.
Sounds good to me. All right, Noah, thank you so much for stopping by and educating us on pollinators this morning. Appreciate it as we celebrate International Pollinator Week.
Yes, great.
God bless you. Thank you.